Hi, I'm Brenda. I'm a seer channeler, messenger for God, psychic detective, warrior, prayer warrior, spiritual warrior, um, spiritual helper, a guide, um, and a prophet. Um, this is just about Justin Bieber. I should have added it, but I already hit stop. So I guess that's just a part 2. It's not really for Justin Bieber, but all the celebrities that sing and are creative in that. Um, a lot of them have been pushed into energy drinks and drugs and alcohol to, curb their loneliness and depression and that from being away from their families and loved ones because of contracts. But, it's, okay, Holy Spirit. What was the rest of that? Give me a second. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Dark nights of the soul. These creative people, they're so bombarded by their habits or addictions and that may have came on due to management and greed by them. All I can see is Colonel Tom Parker. Just now I heard in a flash. They're dark nights of the soul. If it's the real creative, true creative people, like you could tell Justin Bieber had been through deep dark night of the soul, and something touched him somewhere and made him sing differently. And I'm sure it was beautiful. I haven't heard, but I'm going to do my homework now. This has been, believe me, this was a download I got, like 4 or 5 days ago at least. But I had a couple happy personal celebrations to attend to and a quick errand, so it got delayed a little. But yeah, the talented people, when they go through their dark nights of the soul, and sometimes, when they're on their drugs, if they're not too wrecked, and can sit there and go in, like, I guess is what they call it. Get introspective, I guess. They can get creative and come up with some beautiful work. That's what all this experience, this human experience, it must be his gift, and he is supposed to sit and go through these things so that he can come up with music and heal the world. Like Michael Jackson, who we also know was gang-stalked horribly. Look at they wacko jacko, those jackasses. And, God, the man couldn't sleep. They were putting that MK Ultra crap in his brain and in his meds and in his dreams with the tech dream machine that they got. And, plus spiritual intrusion. No wonder he couldn't sleep. And it's because of his messages. Look at his music. And look at his creativity. No one can match that except these people that steal. And I've heard that he was in on that at some point, but at some point he may have said no too. I'm not sure. I did get the word that he was gang-stalked horribly, and they did this to him to silence him, just like Janis Joplin and Aretha Franklin and I don't even know, that Doors guy and James, not James Morrison. Yeah, I don't know, but the Doors guy. There's so many of them that they took out because they were true artists. And maybe these true artists said no. I'm sure. Either that or they said yes at the beginning and then said no once they really got hooked in. I don't know. I have not had all those conversations. I'm told I may, and I've had a few different ones. That was really cool how they just come in there, and if you know them, you see their face. A relative kept popped in 3 different days in a row. And I hadn't seen him since I was a kid, but I could see his face clear as day. And I could hear his voice saying, "I better go out of my house." I, it just happens. It's really cool how that happens. So you never know what kind of gifts are lying dormant within you and that may pop out with the right triggers. Like someone watching you intensely on a train track trail. Not saying a word, just staring at you the whole way by. And then mysteriously things start happening in a new area that you thought was private. I don't know. That was personal. Anyway, yes, Dark Night of the Soul. Oops, I guess that was one thing I wasn't healed from yet. Thanks, Jackie. BIEBER music, Dark Night of the Soul. I guess that's it, right? Holy Spirit. I'm totally lost my connection now. Yeah, just bear with the changes in our artists. We love them for a reason, but we are all here. That's the rest of the message. Thank you, Holy Spirit. We are all here. We are learning karmic lessons. That's our mission on earth. We picked it. We're in a game, a matrix, and we each have a mission, and we are supposed to learn lessons like courage or standing up for ourselves or how to heal curses. Maybe we had to come in and heal our generation's previous curses so our kids can actually have a good future. I don't know. I really don't, because there's a lot of people with a lot of different missions. And I'm still learning all the missions that I was supposed to have, or do have, and have passed. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna go. It's getting noisy out here. I don't know why, but... Oh, the helicopter, okay. Alright. Take care. Good luck. And if you go through your dark night of the soul, it might be the best thing for you, you know? Don't try and drink and drug it away. Sit and get a big pad of paper. Even set an intention, you know? Sit there and try and chill yourself however you chill yourself. Take a bath, go for a walk, exercise hard, garden, play with your kids, you know, I don't know, anything, just being outside and not having chaos really helps. And just say, you know, set a timer on your phone. Most of them have a clock on them, and there's a timer on there. Use it. Actually, set an appointment with yourself every day at this time, you know, and if you're out, well, you can shut the alarm off for the day, but if you're home, say, alright, this is my time. Mommy needs a timeout. Daddy needs a timeout. You're on your own for a few minutes. Call me if someone's got an issue. Otherwise, find something to bide your time. Actually, it's a good thing for the family to do too. It helps, you know, teaching the kids how to do it so that it's not a stranger to them when they're older. So maybe mommy and daddy need to take a time out, and then kids and mommy and daddy need to take a time out. I think that was the advice way long ago on one of my original videos. So stop with meditate with an intention, get as chill as you can, and set an intention. Like, I want to know, you know, why this isn't working in my life. I want to know what my life is going to be like, or what I should do to get my life in 5 years to look like this, or something like that, you know, or just how can I get over this pain, or, you know, what is wrong with my body if the doctors really don't have an answer, or if you're sick of taking all that medicine and doing all those freaking diabetes testing and that, which, by the way, also, not Wegovy, the other one, Ozempic, that's got really bad side effects. I said that in one of my first ever videos. They did, tell me the Kardashians weren't in on that. but it's got really bad. People can't go off it. They do, and they blow back up, and I don't know if it's worse than it was when they went on it in the first place or not. That information I do not have. And I kind of don't want to know, because I know there was a lot of people that just did it. Didn't want to, they cheated. That's what I just heard. They cheated. They didn't want to do it the right way. They cheated. So I don't know. Pray for those people, because I don't know whose advice that was. I know the Kardashians have an issue of something that they had, but I don't know what it is. I don't know. All right. But yeah, do your dark night of the souls, and don't be afraid of them. That's where our best answers, our creativity, our true self, our authentic self. Thank you, Holy Spirit. That's the word I was looking for. Our authentic selves. That's where we find ourselves, and just sit there as long as you can and think of it, and have a notebook with you. That really helps. I didn't do it for a long time, and everything just got so scattered. It's easier to look back. Not as far as having privacy in that, I can't tell you what, because mine kept getting broke into and taken, used against me. So I don't know. But it was for my highest good. And God uses it for my highest good. So, what are you going to say? But yeah, he's the one that encouraged me to start writing things down. And it does help, but you gotta also make another appointment with yourself and go back and look at what you've written. Because sometimes you don't even remember writing stuff. You don't. You're in one frame of mind. And sometimes it's really hard to remember what the heck you were talking about, but at least you got your feelings out on paper. So, I don't know. I don't know. But a lot of people's creativity has come from just being alone and sitting with themselves. And soul searching, they called it. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Yeah. So, same thing. Dark night of the soul, soul searching. Same thing. There's a site that's called yourtango.com. And I can't tell you the tabs, the section on the blog, or if it's a blog. It's been a couple of years. But they have really good, I think it's not just relationship information or helpfulness. Like just men and women. I think it's like different, like social. But I'm not sure. But I remember that one was a good one to get help from. And when I'd have these, God would put me in isolation and sit and make me deal with it. And I used to do it anyway most of the time, but then sometimes you get so wrapped up in fight or flight that you just keep pushing on, as REO Speedwagon would say. And, there's a confirmation. And that was a download, the REO Speed, but I knew the song. Yeah, alright. That's it. That's all I have to say about, artists and creativity and dark nights of the soul. Alright. Take care. Good luck. Ask God for any kind of help. Tell him your feelings. Tell him your wishes. Tell him thank you. Tell him his protection rocks, because it does. It really, really does. But we have to ask. We have free will. But if you ask every day, you have the authority to trample on snakes and snakes. Ah, damn it! I've used so many versions of it. Snakes and I want to say spiders and snakes, but that's not it. Yeah, I don't know. It's Psalm 91. It depends on which version you're reading, but he lifts you up. The angels lift you up so your feet don't stumble on the stones. No arrows. The arrows will be fired, but they will not hit you. Whether it's derogatory, false reports in court, false reports to community, you get vindication eventually. Yep, there's another. Alright. But yeah, you do get vindication, and all the support you need. Just ask mm, just ask God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, and His spirit team, your spirit team, for help every day. Your ancestors, you don't even have to name them by name. Just say, can I have the spirit team, please, to help me? But out of respect, you should learn who your spirit team is. Ancestors, angels, spirit guides, ascended masters, archangels. I always feel like I'm missing one. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Monitoring angels. Those are important. They watch what Satan's up to and tell God. Satan's got monitoring angels watching you say your prayers. If you don't seal your cloak, cloak seal, your private time with God, then Satan's got monitoring angels watching you. So, that's all I gotta say is I command privacy. I command this is my private time with God, and it is sealed. Or what was the other word I used? Alright, I'm done. This is really tiring for some reason. It takes a lot of energy to do this. Alright guys, good luck. Take care.